enter forcefully. The door bangs open. Chaos is going down before you. One of Rudy's boys in a bomber jacket and a short mohawk takes the opportunity to stab one of the ones holding the landlord prisoner. The girl with a knife to his throat has lost her nerve and is backing off. The landlord is unprotected. He is unprotected. Protected.
This is Red Moon Role-Playing.
What was the situation that was happening just a moment ago, from our point of view?
You first had the situation under reasonable control. Problem is there are more guns on the other side than on yours. No matter the equipment, the numbers and just the layout of the place mean it's dangerous to go further or try to attempt decisive action, so you've been waiting, holding off, letting Rudy do his thing. Rudy tried to drink deeply, and is now puking up in the corner. His boys seem undecided whether to join the rowdy boys to keep the situation under control, and now Rudy is out of it and they don't know what to do. They're indecisive, and in comes a thing that changes the situation entirely.
Well, I think I'm quite simple. Francis, not having any real combat experience beyond basic gun control, will simply be ducking, staying in cover, and looking at Paul, hoping the situation is resolved quickly.
As one of our people goes down, and the door busts open, Ellis comes in, opens fire upon someone who just shot from one direction. I try to rally the team, and from what I have gathered to be allies in this desperate situation, what with Rudy trying to resolve it through his ways and it's now failed, I try to rally them as well and get everyone to just get their guns in the right direction and take this bastard down.
Flash of the hand signals, mouthing at the enemy group. The rowdy boys, the landlord's direction, the ones that are holding him down, and your team springs into action. I would like you to roll a leadership plus...
Charisma?
Yeah, charisma. Let's go for charisma.
It's 2 successes, but I would like to use some willpower.
Absolutely.
I feel like they are looking at me, they don't understand what I mean. I am trying to make it clearer for them and in the situation show them not desperation but resolve. And I get 4 successes.
They spring into action. Your snappy decision saves fractions of a second, and that is all that counts. As the shots go off, 2 more down. The girl drops the knife to her knees. 2 others drop a gun, a baseball bat, and raise their hands. Rudy's boys storm forward towards the landlord, grab his arms and start pulling him back towards the wall. Then they suddenly let go as he raises his head. And they stand still, guns still trained on him. You have the landlord.
Yeah, I want to shoot him, if I may.
He is on his knees, about 5 feet away. There's almost no way you can miss. You grab 3 extra dice.
5 successes.
Squeeze the trigger. Go straight into the side of the skull. It should blow out the other side. If he was human. It lodges and just slaps his head to one side, but then it's up again. And he screams. Drop your guns! The air protection blocks it out completely. Your team still have their guns up. Rudy's boys drop their weapons, one after one. One drops to his knees, looking at the landlord in awe. Rudy himself drops his long Japanese blade with a clang on the floor. But your team are protected by their gear, by their training, and are moving in around the landlord. The beams of the flashlight focusing on the old, blubbering, middle-aged man. His voice is nothing. He reaches for the microphone in front of him. He looks at you. You can't hear him. It looks like he's starting to sing.
Okay, now I wanna act impulsively. If he's standing next to the window, I might just lounge at him, trying to kind of push him out, and because I can fall in another way, so I won't die. But he might.
He's not standing next to the window. He's right in the middle of the room. You could rip him across the room and try to lodge him through the not gigantic windows, but you surely can.
Okay, then I will actually try to grab him and throw him out. Maybe that will kill him. I think I am in this quiet war determination. Like, if I can't shoot him, what else can I do? I can throw him from the 7th floor. So I want to do that.
He is singing as you launch yourselves towards him. Sad little last goodbye. He doesn't even resist you as you grab him. There's no need to even exert yourself. He's a weak man. Even if he's been a weak man since the time of rations and air raid sirens. You know, I never meant to see you again, but I only passed by as a friend. Yeah. All this time I stayed out of sight. I started wondering why. His voice comes out over the intercom system. His voice triggers a simple audio switch, and you are now very, very close to the window. Now I wish it would rain down on me. The sprinkler system. Boom, 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 boom. All over the building. Starts pouring down. Pouring down. Rain. Red rain. Oh yes, I wish it would rain. Rain down on me. Oh yes, it would rain down on me. Now stop! The air protection blocks out the sound, but your team still freezes. Because it doesn't need them to hear. He is already inside their eardrums, little droplets of the rain from the sprinkler system, little droplets of blood from the sprinkler system, little droplets of his blood. They all obey. Even you have a hard time not just freezing up with his blood flowing down into your ears. This must be why. Suddenly it all snaps into place. The apartment building. Why he's kept them there for so long, why he needs so much blood. This is why no one can take this place. He will get into you. Oh, now I wish it would rain down on me. Oh, yes, I wish it would rain on me. He squeezes your arm and looks at you.
Yes. And if we're standing next to the window, I was want to take us both out. Just throw ourselves out. That is my intention.
There's a breath before you lounge. And he says, oh, I would make you the Queen of Croydon. And then you're over him. It's not so much high-pitched sound, more a boom as you go through the window. It's not plate glass, it's cheap-ass public tenement glass. He hasn't changed it for a long time. There's a crack in it. Maybe if you had done his job as a landlord, he wouldn't be falling with you into the open, into the night. And that's what really happened. In room 406.
I sit and I just look at you as you retell it this way. No.
Yes. I tried to get up again. To go back. But someone else must have... I couldn't. I had to... It was too hard to explain. Surviving that fall.
The landlord's blood was in this sprinkler system?
Yes.
It sounds... I don't know what it sounds like. I look at Francis.
The word you want to use, Paul, is ridiculous. And yes, it does. Ellis, what do you want? And I lean back in my chair, my head throbbing a little, but again, the memories I have, just rejecting everything she's saying.
I cross my arms, lean back a bit and look at you. Do you want to be here, Francis?
No, of course not. But if you're not aware of the situation, Ellis, we've been arrested. Our name's slandered. The entire operation shut down. So what exactly do you want?
How good of a liar am I, would you say?
Extremely good. That's the whole thing that got us in here. I believed you every single thing for quite some time. Turns out...
I laugh. Are you kidding me? I'm the worst liar. It was a joke we had that I can't lie. And I am not lying. You have been lied to, but not by me. And I'm asking you, do you want to find out what really happened to you? Or do you want to sit here and rot in your own self-pity? What will it be?
You know what, Ellis? Then say we do once again believe you. What is it actually you want? Are you now going to walk us out of this prison? Have you got some people in place to blow open the doors, maybe kill some guards? Of course, it will turn out that all the guards here are blank bodies.
Well, could I interrupt?
Certainly, Councillor.
Yes, I'm afraid that I haven't been entirely forward with you. It's,
You were there on the night?
Well, you see, I don't quite remember either. But after the blood filled the air from all from the ceilings, I'm afraid that everyone who was in the building, we started to get quite confused. But you see,
I saw William Gilbert's being rolled out. He was out of it. He had cracks in his skull. Francis told me how he almost felt the sickening feel of his brain. You know, it's not like he could be up on his legs walking in through that door. This doesn't hold together.
The blood.
yes,
Paul.
the blood had
Yes.
special properties.
He probably healed faster than you would, as I do. Maybe he is what you call a stage 1. Probably.
Wait. No. I sort of start clutching my head. Okay, if what you say is fucking true, why have we been in here for 6 months?
Well, it was better that way.
What do you mean better that way? We apparently succeeded at the mission, were confused a little bit, and apparently that then means that you, myself and Paul are arrested, the whole operation closed. Who even are you, counsellor?
Oh, yes. Here's my card, I say, and I take out a dark grey business card from an inner pocket that just says Dr. Madeleine Beaucourt, head librarian and researcher, Arcanum. I'm with an old institution that looks into the supernatural and, well, instances and groups such as these so-called blank bodies, or vampires, as we would traditionally refer to them.
And
I just scoff.
We have been working with...
vampires.
It's just an older term for what you call blank bodies.
You know how many times that word has passed through my mind since we started this? Oh.
I'm sorry, it must all be very overwhelming.
Oh, you think?
And how have you made your way in here? Under some false pretense that you are a prisoner counselor?
Well, counselor's not a protected title.
And you are...
What is your role in this?
I am
What do you want with us?
well, I'm working with the Newbury group, you see? And the original intention was never for you to end up in that building. You were never supposed to go into that building or follow the landlord. But you did, and now we should take advantage of that. And you see, it's actually very good for you to be in this prison.
I have a family. I have children. They're all now living under the image of me being the sinner, the failed father.
Yes, but they're alive. Wouldn't you rather that than...
Paul? They're fine. They are sad, confused, but they are fine. I haven't spoken to them, but I have checked up on them. Your mother too, Francis. She's doing as well as she can. One of the advantages of being able to hide, I guess.
What have you been doing this past 6 months?
It's not important. I've been looking for you.
Why didn't you know where we were, if this is all part of the plan, apparently?
I don't know, I haven't spoken to anyone. Not Khan.
Well, we were looking for Ellis, but she was eluding us, so we couldn't fill her in on the plan.
Ellis, you've been completely on the lam for 6 months.
Yes.
So wait a minute then, if Khan didn't sell us out, then where the fuck is he?
I don't know.
Well...
Yeah, Madeline, you almost instinctively take your hand to the phone and the order letters from Khan that are under the briefings, but maybe that would be confusing to them. Of course the info comes from him, of course the whole operation comes from him. Through Simon and Khan. You look at the doctor's reports from the prison, they're there among the papers. You realize that everything makes so much sense with Ellis' story. All the question marks in your little book. You're starting to, without thinking about it, just drawing crosses across all of them. This must be it.
I didn't dare to return afterwards. I don't know. Fuck. It's complicated. I will tell you all about it another time when we're out of here.
Well, I'm afraid I can't let you leave just that yet.
Are you gonna stop me? I smile at you. I'm taking them out.
Well, perhaps you want all the information before you do anything. You see, over the last year or so, there's been a worrying and increasing number of cases of anemia among the prisoners here. It seems that your so-called blank bodies have been somehow setting up operation inside. And now, the most recent development, the Danish authorities have decided to give up Rudy, who has been hiding in Denmark, give him up for incarceration here in the UK. And rumor has it that he will be held in this very prison. We think that you will be able to continue to... We think that you will be able to follow your leads from inside, whilst your families will be safe and the Blank Body Network won't try to hurt them in any way because they won't think that you suspect them. Because you clearly, Paul and Francis, both thought that you were insane to ever have believed in them in the first place.
So all of this was for nothing? Fuck.
I rub my forehead. Is there any... And in my mind, the images of shooting Khan and all that I stand accused for betraying the police force and drawing faulty conclusions and putting everyone at risk. Is there anything you can give me, Madeline, from Khan? Can I talk to him?
I mean, you did shoot him. I'm not sure he's ready.
Was there anything else you can give us that... Alice, you do understand why this is difficult. Everything my mind is telling me is that you and Khan were fooling me the entire time. So you coming in and going, "No, Francis, I never was fooling you. It's all still real," isn't enough. You get that right.
Yeah, but if I was, then you would be exactly where I wanted you to be. Why would I risk so much to try to get you
I
out.
don't even know
I don't know,
anymore.
maybe you want to get us out of here so we could keep playing into someone else's hands?
Yeah, because I'm such a mastermind of cunning and intelligence, Paul.
I'm not saying that you are, but maybe your allegiance has shifted since coming upon these people like Rudy that you suddenly find yourself having more in common with.
I spent the last 6 months looking for you. I could have frolicked around with my vampire friends, but I didn't. What the fuck?
I look at you.
I understand you have been through some shit, Paul, but so have I. But I still came through for you. And what are you? You are like this fucking mess. Self-pity, broken. This is not you. Like, that should be proof enough that your minds have been tampered with. This is not you, Paul. Who the fuck are you? Maybe I should just leave. Let you rot in here. That seems what she wants, I point at Madeline. And I get up, a bit agitated now.
Well,
That's... Yeah, Paul, could you roll a willpower plus resolve?
Willpower, as in my full willpower track.
Yes, in your or remaining willpower dots. Or just roll that. Just roll the remaining willpower dots. Sorry.
So just willpower then.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 successes.
You remember moisture, you remember the rain. It's never been there before. It's not in any of the reports. None of the reports mention blood even. But it was there.
I flinch and I suddenly stand up so forcefully that the chair falls behind me, and I start breathing quickly and I back off into a corner. It's almost as if I can feel the taste of iron.
Oh, yes, I wish it were rain.
I look at Francis. Francis? Is he having a breakdown? Help him.
Oh, right, probably, yes. She's just been told everything that was a lie, wasn't a lie, is a lie. And I go over to him and try and help. As I go over to Paul, I try and help him, and I'm trying to think as well. Am I remembering anything I didn't remember before?
You remember in stark red letters, once you wrote down that blood group binder hemoglobin.
I don't remember why I wrote that down.
Intelligence plus resolve.
As I am thinking these thoughts, I have, of course, gone to Paul and I'm trying to get him into at least a position where, if he is having an episode of some kind, he can breathe properly.
His breathing hard is overcome.
I am pushed up against the wall, with my back against the wall. I grab a hold of your hand to hold myself just up, and I'm breathing heavily, staring out into the room as if I'm experiencing something that's not in here.
I roll 2 successes.
You. You need more.
In that case, I shall spend 1 willpower. Now I have 4 successes.
It's not a molecule group. It's not a hemoglobin binder. Outside the apartment, there's an electric box. It says 406, just like a number of the apartment. Below it is the connection to the control sprinkler system. Its model name is HEMA-Moist 12. You remember it clearly, the box, the number, the blood sprinkler.
Okay, Paul. So it's okay. You're okay. You're here. You're okay.
No, that's not... She's doing something to my mind, Francis.
I don't think she is. I think she could be right. Maybe if there was a blood transferal process that could somehow elongate the effects.
Look back and forth, not making eye contact with anyone. No, it's not. That's not what happened. It's not what happened.
I know it's not what happened, but at the same time, I think it might have been what happened in some way. I know. I'm starting to look very upset, by the way. No one has seen me look this upset ever. I'm always so stoic, in a way.
What's going on inside you, Francis?
I am feeling lost. There is no certainty anymore. There always has been. Even in this state, there was certainty. And it's gone. Especially, the worst of it is that knowing that it was easier to believe everything Ellis had said was a lie. Because it made sense.
You see it in his body language and his tone of voice, Madeline. You see the thing that you've seen in so many new recruits. Hell, you've seen it in yourself. Francis wavering. He's an intellectual like you. He won't be satisfied with simple things. He's gonna need more.
And I just sort of begin to tear up just a little as I just clutch Paul's shoulder, saying, "It's okay, Paul. We're here. Just focus on right here. Okay."
On my head, something is happening. It's like I don't know what's right, but I remember the blood. I remember the shouting, the song, the voice that somehow I didn't hear. Just made my whole body shiver and do as I was told.
Yeah. That was some nasty shit, Paul.
And I do look up now and I meet your gaze. Yeah. At least they're alive.
I eventually stand up, turning away from everyone so I can compose myself a little. And eventually, quietly, I say, "So wait, what even happens now? Fine, maybe you are right and this is all a sick, twisted game, but what does it even matter? We're in here. The program has been shut down, Khan is humiliated, and what do you then want, Miss Arcanum? You want us to hang in here to find another lead?"
You said that Rudy is coming here?
Yes.
What do we do with him? I mean, he's a blank body. He's trying to fight his own war. They have their own agenda. Do you want us to take them out? Is that what you want?
To begin with, just observe. Gather intel. See...
How they're using it for themselves. The prison?
Yes, we suspect that they might be. We can't let that happen.
I start biting my nails. something that you've never seen me do, Ellis.
Yeah. I look at you worried, but then I look back to Madeline and I look a little bit like lost. Like I have had this purpose, and when I get here with a big ta-da, they should get out. So I look at you and I'm like, what about me then? If the operation is still on, what about me?
How well known are you to... Do they know what you look like?
Who? Rudy?
Yes, and... Yes.
Yes, he does. And I also owe him. Or maybe it's the other way around, actually, since I saved his ass up in that apartment. So let's say that scales are a bit unclear at the moment.
How often can you... I didn't see you come in here at all. Is that something you can...
I prefer not to tell, actually. The days of me being a study object of whoever is over. I will keep my own secrets. You will just have to take it at face value.
Very well.
Is that alright with you?
Yes, I believe that is something that I can live with. Perhaps we could find some reason for you to be here. Some cover identity or a job of some sort.
Jesus Christ. Look, I will do whatever for these two. I don't care about your organization. I don't care about Calm. I don't care about Anna. I care about these two. And right now they are a fucking mess. So what do we do about them? I will take a job here or whatever. I will hide in some abandoned cell, but that is what is important to me. Do you understand? I look at you all.
What happened to him? The landlord? What did you do?
He was bones and dust and sludge. He was gone. He washed away as you got up.
He gripped me as we fell, but I pushed him away. Because I couldn't fall with him, then I would also have died, but I pushed him away and... Yeah, it was messy.
Is he... Did he get away? Did he... I've seen... Javeria... She made it... I mean, she was a mess, obviously, but... Did he die? Did you get him?
I don't know. Maybe he was already hurt from the gunshot, so it was harder for him to heal. I'm not sure. I don't know how that works, but as far as I can tell, yeah, he died.
I look at Ellis a little strangely for a moment. A little bit of my old curiosity coming back. It's almost a bit unsettling. No supervisors. No tests. No restrictions. 6 months. When did you last feed, Ellis?
None of your business, Francis, I say, and...
The counseling time is over. The signal means that a guard is waiting to escort you back to your cells.
I believe we'll have to end the conversation for now. We have another counseling session set up next week. It would be very suspicious for you to stay. So, don't tell anyone, and keep your eyes and ears open, and we'll figure all of this out.
Yeah. See you in a week.
I take the finger out of my mouth. It's bleeding. And I spit a nail out into the floor. And then I just turn towards the door.
I pass by Ellis. Sort of chuckle a little to myself. And just say, I suppose I'll never get to prove that I could have saved you. You've advanced, haven't you? Oh well.
I take my hand on your shoulder and look you in the eye and smile, and I say, you did, Francis. You did save me. I never thanked you. Thank you. See you in a week.
I start to exit, and then just one final comment to Madeline. I'm a man of science. I'm not going to be very good at your spy games or whatever you want me to do. It's utterly... whatever. And I leave.
You're left alone in the counseling room. The work begins. So much to learn. From the numbers, we need to run this with Francis. He's probably got better insight, but from the consumption numbers, there should already be 3 of them in here. And with the armored transport that arrives in Leeds next Thursday, there will be 4. They're not done. Not by far. They've only just begun. As you return to your cell, Paul, and the tattooed man is at the bars. His greasy hair hanging in front of his face. The triangle with the beams of God's light tattooed in his forehead. Turns around, glances at you, throws a little package of fabric on the floor in front of your feet.
I look at him. I once again take a finger out of my mouth. I spit on the floor. We have work to do.
Grunts and nods at the piece of fabric.
I pick it up.
It's heavy. Something metal inside. Glints. It's a crucifix. About 9 inches long with a crossbar 4 inches. The crossbar slightly sharpened, as is the top one. With a simple click, you draw out the blade. The tattooed man looks at you. The hunt begins.
You have listened to an episode of Red Moon Roleplaying, where we played the 2nd season of the chronicle No Man is an Island for Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition. This chronicle will now take a break and return in 2021 for Season 3. We hope you look forward to this as much as we do. Our storyteller was Martin Ericsson, and we were also joined by Anna-Karin Linder. The music was created by Lola Zaza, and the sound effects are from the fine folks at freesound.org and Sirenscape. We would like to give massive thanks to our champions of the Red Moon, Martin Heuschober, Nastasia Raulerson, Simon Cooper, David, Julia, and David Hagberg for their generous support. And we would of course also like to thank all of our other patrons. Without your support, this show would not be possible. If you want to support our work, please check us out on Patreon. You can get access to bonus campaigns for Cult Divinity Lost and Coriolis there, as well as get early and raw access to all of our recordings. You can also hear your name read on the show as a champion of the Red Moon, as well as play Cult with us. Most importantly, that support is what keeps the show going, so do check us out there. And remember, death is not the end.